Hey guys, Sean here. So, I literally have nothing for this week's video, and I am completely running out of time. And I was realizing I haven't done a stream of consciousness video in a very long time, so I'd go ahead and do that, although I don't know what good that's gonna do, because literally the last two videos I did were essentially stream of consciousness, just based on one specific subject that I thought of seconds before making the video. There is actually something I do want to talk about, I just can't do it just yet, and well, I'll explain that when I actually talk. I don't even know why I'm bringing it up since I can't talk about it, but yeah, there will be something in the near future, hopefully, that I can talk about, but in the meantime, I'll have to, yeah, whatever this is going to be. So in my video about going to the doctor, 3 weeks ago, I got a lot of comments saying that I should get an air purifier, and I ended up doing that, and I haven't really noticed any difference in getting that, but I'm sure it's helping in some way. It probably doesn't hurt to have the air in my bedroom purified by an air purifier, and it wasn't really all that expensive, so it's probably a good thing that I ended up getting it in the long run. That's really all I gotta say about that. I mean, that goes to show you, when you do a stream of consciousness, like, you come up with things like that, and then it's like, that's as far as I can go with that. So I recently downloaded the Nextdoor app on my, oh, unfortunately their entire color scheme is green. The Nextdoor app on my phone, and basically what it is you put in where you live, and it'll put you in a neighborhood, and then just anyone in that neighborhood can post things. And like, this top post here is, "I wish the city would react to these problems." Okay, I don't know what the problems are. What does the post say here? "This was my view recently coming out of my home. When are our city representatives going to do something about it? I live on," well, they mention where they live, "and this view is daily. I am so tired of it. I have reported this information to the police." Oh, here we go. Here's the image. Okay. It's essentially just a homeless guy lying on the ground face first. Yeah. Or it could be a dead body. I'm not sure. So yeah, signing up for this app has really been a terrible thing for my sense of happiness, because it's just depression after depression after depression. Although I did find out that they're building an apartment building 2 blocks from here, which I knew that, but the rent for a 1-bedroom in that apartment building is $2,585 a month. Considering the amount of homeless people in this part of town, the amount of human feces on the sidewalks, which is mentioned a ton on the Nextdoor app, the 3 shootings that have occurred in the last, what, month? 2 months, maybe? Building a big high-end apartment building with rent that's $2,585 for a 1-bedroom seems a bit ridiculous. But I'm sure that's the idea, that the more of those types of buildings that they build, the more it brings in a certain clientele, and the more it pushes out a certain group of people. It's gentrification. That's what it is. I mean, there's literally a word for it. I don't know why I'm explaining the theory behind it. There's a literal word. It's gentrification. And it's happening more and more in this neighborhood. The funny thing is, like, where that building is being built, there was a park there that they got rid of that was just filled with homeless people every night. And it was always weird that it was filled with homeless people, because it was literally right next to the civic center for the city. So it was odd that the city didn't actually do something about that. Well, I guess maybe they did. They sold this park to whoever is building these apartments, I guess. But that just means that eventually the money is going to make its way here to this building, and the owner of this building is going to get offered a ridiculous amount of money that they are not going to be able to pass up, and they're going to sell it, and then the new owners are going to tear this building down. I am almost 100% certain that is going to happen within the next 2 to 3 years. And I'm not sure where I'm going to go when that happens. So that's fun. I will be honest though, looking at like the plans of this building that is being built over there with the super fancy apartments and all that, I would absolutely love to live in a building like that. I mean, the price seems ridiculous, well, because it is, but the amenities there are really super nice. There's, you know, swimming pools and gym and probably a concierge of some kind. And I don't know if, actually, I don't know if the units have the ultimate in luxury, in my opinion, which is an in-unit washer and dryer. So let's take a look at that. They in fact do have an in-unit washer and dryer. Oh, by the way, when I say a one bedroom, it's 757 square feet for $2,585. But it has a balcony and a kitchen island and a courtyard view. There's a courtyard. It's also a 4th floor apartment. Oh, there's a package room? Oh, man. Wow. Oh, there's a pet spa. Buddy, pet spa. Do you want to go to the pet spa? Go get a job. You need to make $1,500 more in order to get that. Outdoor fireplace and fire pits. See, I would love to live in a building like, although, yeah, it does reach the point where it's like, if you're spending $2,585 a month on rent, why are you living in an apartment? If you have that much for rent every month, you should be paying a mortgage at that point. Okay, I'm going to stop looking at this because it's making me sad. Also, I'm now realizing earlier in the video when I put my phone down on the table where the microphone is, it was probably really loud. So I'm sorry for that, and I'm sorry I just did it again. Okay, I'm not sorry I just did it again because I knew I was doing it this time, so yeah. Hey, remember these? Are they still a thing? I don't even know. That's all. So let's talk about Twitch really quickly. I still am wanting to do some Lego building streams here someday. I just don't know when I'm going to get around to doing them. And then I recently spent a few hours setting up a video game streaming setup. Now, as I've stated in the past, streaming video games for me is difficult because of my job. Now, here's the thing I haven't actually mentioned. We had a meeting with HR and legal. I don't know why I'm saying HR and legal, as in quote. They're literally representatives of HR and legal, so it's not in quotes. And in that, I asked about streaming because I had heard that we can't, absolutely not. No one in the company is allowed to. And I always bring it up because not a lot of people in the company realize that. So I kind of wanted them to explain that to other people in the room. But apparently the rule has changed. So the rule now is, yes, you can, but you have to have somewhere on the screen or in your bio somewhere that you are an employee of said company and that all of your views are your own. And technically, on Twitter, you're supposed to have that too. So this has led me to believe that when it comes down to it, they literally don't care unless something happens. Because you see these stories all the time of someone saying something really stupid on Twitter and then people hunting down where they work and getting them fired. And people doing stupid things on Twitch and then people hunting down where they work and getting them fired. And that's kind of the point of this, is it's essentially to cover them. It's basically for you to say, yes, I work for this company, but I do not represent the views of this company. And we have this internal website where people can post things, and it's essentially like an internal Facebook in a way. And I noticed the other day that one of the things someone posted was, hey, does anyone else in the company stream? And I noticed that 3 other people responded to that and said that they do all the time. And I haven't seen any sort of repercussion of that. I checked out all of their channels, and only one of them had any sort of a mention that they work for the company, and the whole views are their own thing. So I don't know. It's something I would really, really like to do, and I think I would really benefit from doing it. I think what I need to do is just convince someone else to do it for a while and see what happens. Or talk to one of those 4 people that was in that post. I don't know. Or just have a more specific conversation with legal. The funny thing about that meeting is after discussing it for a little bit, one of the girls from legal, she just blurted out, "It's not like anyone's gonna watch you anyway." And I didn't register what she had actually said until we were leaving the meeting and we all got in the elevator, and everyone in my department was just like, "Man, that was cold. I can't believe she said that." And I was just like, "What? What are you talking about?" She's like, "She said no one would watch you." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I mean, I have posted 134 plus videos on YouTube. I know that no one would watch me." That's why it didn't register to me, because yeah, I know that. I have 2.5 years of proof that that's true. So I think the main thing is that if I were to stream video games, they wouldn't actually care until the point where I got big enough to where it would actually matter. And at that point, I'd probably be making enough doing the Twitch streaming that I wouldn't have to work there anymore. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Because if you don't have an audience, they don't care. It's not making any difference. But if you have an audience, then it's a problem. But if you have an audience, then you don't need them anymore. That's why no one has ever said anything to me about doing YouTube videos, because no one from my company watches them, because they just don't care. So I don't know, that's just something I've been thinking about a lot lately. I can already hear the response that my mother is going to have to this video, which is, "Dude, don't jeopardize your employment." So yeah, she calls me dude, which is weird because she's from Colorado. Like, it would make more sense if she was from California, but no. Anyway, yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this week's video. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is weird. I've never really... Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. So anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more of the crazy crap that goes on around here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to help support the crazy crap that goes on around here, go ahead and hit up my Patreon. Link is in the description. And with that, have a good however long it is until you watch my next video.